Asian students, because for some reason they think there's lots of stereotypes, as we spoke before, and they think the grass is always greener in Germany. You know, I know Riga is all good and well, but Berlin is so much better. I said, okay, come here. We have Erasmus. Finish your first semester, apply for the Erasmus, go and check the grass for yourself. You know, you may go there, you get the scholarship, you can select various different universities and use the Erasmus. It's really a good tool now for the students to go experience different European countries, because only then you can understand what it's like, you know, because some of them, they've got so many internationals that it's a hostile as well attitude there. In Riga, we still love foreigners, that, you know, that, but
Zane,
some
I
countries,
love
they
your
don't.
confidence. I love you said, go check it out. You'll be back. You'll be back to Riga.
Well, they, you know, they even don't go. They get here, and then we, being a large university, we have many Erasmus seats. Our students, they work like domestic. They don't want to go anywhere. So those who go, those would be our full-time international students, but even they are too lazy to go somewhere. They start working and then they don't want to go. So the Erasmus options are
engrossed in their studies and enjoying it so much.
Well, okay, we can put it that. That's probably nicer than the way I said it. I have to agree. But as well, economically, you can think like, let's say if you go to Sweden, then for 1 year, you need to pay about 12,000 euros. If you go on Erasmus to Sweden, you don't pay anything. You pay only Riga, 4,000 euros, your regular tuition, and you can go for 1 year to Sweden without tuition, plus you get as well the scholarship.
Yeah. So Zane, you would say even within what are broadly more economical European universities for American students, almost I would just say most European options are going to be more economical than many American options, with the exception of some in-state tuition levels. You would say, though, even within Europe, RTU is more economical than most, is an exceptionally economical option.
Well, I'd say we are similar price range as anyone Central Europe, East Europe, Poland, Lithuania, Czech Republic. Even actually, I've seen the fees as well in Portugal in some universities quite similar. And then you have like Netherlands, Scandinavian, which would be a bit higher. As well, the Germans, they have free education, but it's quite hard to access that. And for the bachelor students, not that much is available in English. So that would be more for the master students. And yeah.
Thank you. That's actually a wonderful sort of summary of where you all fit in the marketplace. And I will just say for myself, Richard, I'm sure I speak for you too, I want to do a second course of study now at RTU. So I don't think my wife and kids would be all that interested in me going and being a full-time bachelor student in Riga, but it sounds like a lovely, wonderful experience. Richard, I don't have any other questions. Do you have any other questions you'd like to ask?
No, I mean, you've pretty much covered everything, but thank you so much for your time, Zane. That's very generous of you.
Well, pleasure. I really hope to get some US students coming our way. Well, if you yourselves could come to Riga, visit us, see our campus, I'm sure that you'd be much better able to sell it as well than you see it, for yourself, and you can touch it, feel it, see how good it is in Riga. And yeah, that always works. Because we as well, initially, when I started recruiting, the budget was small. We couldn't travel. But since 2005, we restarted extensively traveling to many different destinations where our students come from. And we've seen a real increase of international students. And if we get some of our partners coming to Riga, seeing the campus, that will be opened as well, our center in Colombo in Sri Lanka, and now it's 500 Sri Lankan students here. Turkish students increasing. We open our center there. You can see that once the students find us, then like many students being referred by someone who already been studying at the RTU, which I see personally as a very good sign when the students start coming by the reference.
Yeah.
And so literally we need to have our first Americans here who could then refer the next students.
Yeah, I think, it's our goal to, we want, Richard has kids who will be matriculating in universities sometime in the next several years, as will I. And we're looking out for ourselves here, but we're also looking out for parents like us who would like our kids to be broadened and have an international experience and a great educational experience, but also not necessarily be gouged by the educational rates and costs here in the United States. So RTU sounds like a truly fantastic option. I know I'm going to suggest to my kids that they take a look at it. So thank you again so much for the time this morning. And we just really appreciate this and look forward to promoting RTU.